Wow, isn't this just the best look to start off a vlog with? Wow. Anyway, hi guys, it's Claire Rose here again, and this is the start of my weekend reading vlog for Septima's self-care readathon, the weekend edition. For those of you who don't know, Sarah over at Septima Snape ran a readathon a couple of months ago now, I think it was, that was all about self-care, and there were a load of self-care prompts as well as the reading prompts. And now she's doing it again, this time just for a weekend, and I am taking part in that. So I'm going to be vlogging throughout the weekend, taking you guys along on my journey. I'm still in bed at the moment, as you can quite clearly tell. But that's actually quite a good way to start the vlog, because some of the prompts are as simple as getting up, having a shower and getting dressed. So I'll be ticking off prompts before I even get started, really. So it's a good time to start right now at the beginning. I also wanted to tell you my reading plans for the day. I've got to finish a little tiny bit of The Secret Midwife. And when I say tiny, I mean, look, it's so small. I may finish this while I'm eating breakfast, and then that'll be out of the way. And then I'm going to move on to Heartstopper, because a nice light graphic novel, I think that would be a fantastic way to start the readathon off right. So that's what I'm going to go do now. Make some breakfast, finish reading this, and try and wake up a little bit more for the rest of the day. Hey guys, it's now much later on. It's gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I think, and I know you can't tell because I'm still wearing my dressing gown, but I have had a shower and got dressed. That is 2 prompts that I can tick off of the self-care bingo board for this weekend. I have also gone on a very gentle dog walk. My joints just really aren't cooperating with me today, but I have done that. Reading wise, I have completed reading The Secret Midwife. It was only like 20-30 pages, not even that. So I feel like that's not much of a reading accomplishment. Right now, all my plans for this evening, I had plans and they have all been cancelled. So that's left me in a really, really bad mood and very low motivation to do anything else that I had planned for today. But for now, I am going to eat some lunch. I've made myself some like microwavable rice, very low effort meal for lunch. And then I'm going to sit here and read a little bit of Heartstopper and see if this will cheer me up, because I hear it's super cute and it looks really adorable. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. This book is adorable. I just love it so much already. Okay. That is Heartstopper Volume 1 completed, and oh my gosh, everybody was right about this book. It is just adorable. I mean, there's not a great deal of plot outside of 2 boys at high school in England who become friends, and then their friendship develops into something more. And really, that's all you need sometimes. It is just really cute, fluffy story about sort of discovering sexuality. It's a story that's been told many times before, basically, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it's what I needed, and I certainly feel in a better mood. I think I am going to take a brief break from reading. Gosh, that was hard to say. A brief break from reading. I'm going to play on the PlayStation. I have been playing through The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm not very far into it really, or I don't think I am. I hope I'm not, because I want it to go on for ages. I love this game. But I'm at a point now where things are very tense, and I've had to look up a playthrough because I'm so scared to move on. I had to do it out of the first game because I got up to a certain point where I was just absolutely paralysed with fear. I've had to do it again now. So I'm going to play that for a little while, which I mean doesn't sound particularly self-care related when I hear myself saying that, but I really enjoy the game, and one of the prompts for the bingo card is to play a game, so that's what I will be doing. In terms of reading, my next plans are to read Upright Women Wanted by Sarah Gailey. This is a fairly small book and I think I can get through it in a weekend. I don't know if I'll get time for anything more this weekend, but this is my main plan for the weekend, is to complete this book. I will keep you guys updated as we go with that. But for now, tea and video games and staying inside because the weather outside is horrible. Is this relaxing, William? How am I supposed to read? How can I read with you on top of me, William? How? Okay. I guess this is how we are reading for a little while. Because William still thinks he is a little puppy. Good morning, guys. It's now Sunday and time for another morning update. I'm going to put the bingo board up here so that you can see where I'm up to with the prompts. And then apart from that, I'm going to tell you how the rest of my day is going to be shaping up. This is the problem with weekend readathons. Just as I'm getting into the flow of things, then the readathon is nearly over. But I'm going to be spending the rest of today, reading-wise, concentrating on Upright Women Wanted. Only up to what page am I even up to? Page 34. But the book itself is under 200 pages long. So I think that is still achievable for me today. And then, other than that, I have got a friend coming round later on this afternoon, and we're going to be watching movies and having pizza. So that's something to look forward to, and also I think kind of self-care related. Other than that, I'm not really sure what the rest of today holds, other than just normal stuff around the house. But right now I'm going to get up, make myself breakfast, and yeah, read my book. I suppose I should give you a bit of an update on my thoughts so far on Upright Women Wanted. I'm currently at page 82, and really all I knew about this book going in was to expect queerness and cowboys and a sort of dystopian setting and librarians, and so far this book has delivered excellently on all of those points. I mean, really, if that's what I wanted going into this book, I could not ask for more. I'm enjoying it so much, and this is what I really like about when a novel that is so short can drag you into the story and the world so well, and this one has done that fantastically. We meet some great characters so far. It's a really interesting landscape that you find yourself in, not just in terms of like the physical landscape, with the whole sort of Wild West setting, which isn't something that I have ever really read before. I don't think I've ever read a cowboy book before. And this is obviously a cowboy book, but with a bit of a twist because it's actually dystopian future, not, like Wild West era in the past. So I think it's really interesting to see how that works, and then also to see how the dystopian world itself works and the laws that are set out there. I'm really enjoying discovering that over such a short space of a book, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying it so far, and definitely is one that I would recommend. Okay, it's now well over a week since the end of the readathon, and I realised that I had never actually wrapped up this video, and I need to get editing and uploading it as soon as possible. I'm sitting in the living room, as you can tell, and William's asleep on the floor, so if you can hear him snoring, that's what that is, and we can't really do much about that. So let's just have a little wrap up, and I'll tell you what point I was at the end of the readathon, if I can remember back that far. Hopefully I can, or my memory is worse than I ever thought it was. So I read about 30-ish pages of The Secret Midwife. I really like this book. I think I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it and it was quick to read, but personally I didn't feel it delved deep enough, or revealed anything particularly shocking to me as a student midwife. I feel like it just didn't really go there where I was expecting it to go. I was expecting it to be really hard hitting, really impactful, and revealing some secret things about the NHS and being a midwife. Whereas I think that if you speak to any midwife, they will have stories similar to the ones portrayed in here, although perhaps not in such a overwhelming fashion as the author of this book, who got completely burnt out with stress and everything. And I mean, obviously that doesn't happen to every midwife. Next up, I read the entirety of Volume 1 of Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. What more can I say about this book other than it was utterly adorable, really cute graphic novel. Didn't take me very long at all to read this. I really enjoyed it. It was adorable. It's not any great plot. There's no really overarching storyline to this, and now the Dagoos are running in their wheel as well, so that's another noise you've got to put up with. Yeah, it's not any great storyline or anything like that. It's just a cute boy meets boy romance set in high school, and I enjoyed that. And you know, sometimes just a bit of fluffy, light reading is all that you need, and I would love to carry on with this series at some point. I think I gave this 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. It was high rated anyway. I then read the first 100 pages of Upright Women Wanted, which is more than half of the book. It's only about 170 pages long. I have since finished reading this book since the end of the readathon, and I really enjoyed this book. I think this is another 5-star read. Despite it being so short, Sarah Gailey did an amazing job of building up the world that we found the characters in. They did a really excellent job of exploring sort of a different kind of dystopia to the one that we're typically seeing. We normally see dystopia in books and movies as being really futuristic, loads of technology advancements and that sort of thing. Whereas in here, everything's sort of regressed and gone backwards as supplies diminish. And that was a really interesting thing to see. I loved the concept of the librarians moving across America and spreading both approved and non-approved literature and just everything that surrounded that. I love the diversity in this book and the questions it raised in terms of morality and fighting for what you believe in, which is obviously amazing. So I think that given that this was only a 48-hour readathon and the basis was on self-care, I think I did pretty well. I did lots of fun self-care stuff over the weekend. I also did face masks with really funny sheet masks that made me look like a Death Eater. I'll see if I can put a picture in here somewhere. I did that. I had a friend round. We watched movies. It was just been a really nice, relaxing weekend, although I maybe didn't get as much reading done as I first initially planned, purely because of other things I had going on in my life at the time. But still, I think that is a pretty good reading thing. I know I'm holding up all 3 books when I didn't complete all 3 books in the weekend, but still, really good achievement for me. I managed to tick off a few more books off of my list, and I got some of those books. In fact, all 3 of these books are ones I received for my birthday, so it's good to have them ticked off of my list so early on, rather than leaving them to linger on my shelves forever and ever. Okay, so, I just realised I can't do the ducking out of frame thing that I normally do at the end of the video because I'm holding the phone. Oh well, I'll just have to say goodbye normally instead. So please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and if you would like to see more from me soon. I am going to be going back to university next week, but it's going to be mostly online stuff with just a couple of days in the classroom. If you'd like to see university vlogs from me, that is something that I am also open to doing, as well as vlogs when I go back to the hospital, although obviously I can't show any patient information or anything like that with you. I can just talk you through my day and what goes on there. Okay, I'm going to leave you here for now. I look forward to talking to you in the comments, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!